Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Welcome in. Good to have you on board. Thanks for watching on YouTube TV, listening on Sirius XM channel 158, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, or any of our great affiliates. And what a week. The Stanley Cup final has been absolutely insane. Game 1 NBA Finals, the Knicks now up 1-0 against the San Antonio Spurs. And San Antonio is laying 6.5 points tonight in the game. The total's back to 217.5. And to talk about it more, we go out to the progressive guest line. Brian Geltzeiler, kind enough to join us again. He's a host on Sirius XM NBA Radio, also on NBA TV as well. Brian, thanks for the time today. How are you?
I'm great, guys. I love this time of year. It's my pleasure.
What do you make? Yeah, same here. What do you make of that number, by the way? Just at first blush, the Spurs are laying 6. They have to win by 7 points tonight, Brian, to cover that number.
So I start with this, guys. You telling me that the team that has just won 12 games in a row, and how many in a row by double digits? Have all of them been by double digits? Right?
11.
Like they've won all the 11 of them have been by double digits. Okay, I have 12 games in a row. Is getting 6.5 points in a series that they're up 1-0 in, it feels like a sucker line. The Knicks almost feel too easy in this one. But again, we look at the numbers, and you guys, I don't have to tell you guys, you know the game two, and it's throughout the entire playoffs for years of track record here, is that a team that loses game 1, game 2 at home as a favorite is a heavy, heavy cover against the spread percentage-wise. So I think that's part of what's playing into the mix here. The other thing is this, and I know you guys are aware of this as well. When you get to the NBA Finals, the recent history of the NBA Finals is that point spread hasn't mattered. Like, rarely do you see a team that, that'll lose the game but cover. It just doesn't happen very often. So I think some of that plays into the line here, it being 6.5. With that said, if you want to lay the points with the Spurs, with as well as the Knicks are playing, you got to kind of swallow hard to do it. I mean, that's how good the Knicks have been here. It's crazy. And I love the Spurs. And I picked them in 7 when the series started. And I think it's still going to be a very tight nip and tuck series. With all that said, it's not an easy thing to lay 6.5 against a team that just won 12 games in a row and is playing as good as the Knicks are.
Well, the last time we talked to you, you were all over Fox, and rightfully so. So especially if Fox is going to come out and have as many made shots as turnovers, how bad he was. So the extension kicks in later this month, 4 for 228. How do we get the ball to Wemby closer to the basket? And we also need to see more Harper. Take it away, just so you ran on Fox.
Well, first of all, I do think that if, I wouldn't expect Mitch Johnson to run away from Fox in the first half of this game. I would expect him if Fox is playing the way he's playing. And by the way, guys, 7 points on 13 shots, 5 assists, 3 turnovers, 3 of 13 from the field. Yeah. He was miserable. He was miserable and missed maybe the most important bunny of the game in the paint on a shot that he normally hits. Now, let's be fair to De'Aaron Fox. He's playing with a bad ankle. We know that. It's a high ankle sprain. Would have cost him 2 to 3 weeks in the regular season. Missed 2 games and came back, and I give him credit for that. With all that said, the Spurs can't let that be an anchor and tear him down, and that's kind of what it's doing right now. If they hit the second half and we're not seeing a different version of Fox, and what does a different version of Fox mean? Number one, it means fantastic defense. So keep in mind, one of those 3 shots he hit out of 3 of 13 was an uncontested layup where he picked Brunson's pocket out at midcourt. So it's not like they were tough shots. All of them were tough shots that he hit. Okay, that was an uncontested layup. Here's my point. If Fox is not out there making those types of plays defensively, finding the ball to Wembanyama, and listen, Karl Towns did a fantastic job on Wembanyama in this game, and I would think that he's going to do all that again. I will tell you, I think that what San Antonio did in Game 6 and Game 7 of the OKC series, which is essentially pull Hartenstein out to the perimeter and have Wemby create a little bit out there. Wemby can be a little bit of a playmaker and will find open guys and will force doubles. Now, listen, I thought Towns did a great job guarding him in Game 1, much better, and Hartenstein did a good job in the OKC series. Towns was better than Hartenstein ever was in that game in terms of how well he guarded him. So he did that, but I do think that one of the things that is Towns' kind of Achilles heel as a defensive player is, frankly, his stupidity with fouls outside the three-point line. So pull him away outside the arc. Have Wemby put it on the floor a little bit. Live with the fact that, because if you can get Towns in foul trouble and get him off the floor, not that Robinson's an easy matchup for Wemby, but he's a different matchup for Wemby. And I do think you have to get Wemby. You have to let Wembanyama, and I said this at the end of the OKC series, and they did it. some inverted pick and rolls. Let Harper and Castle set some screens for him. Take advantage of the fact that he can handle and play on the perimeter a little bit. Listen, he's still from the three-point line. He's still only 2 to 3 dribbles away from being at the rim. So that's kind of how I would handle it there. I would look to let him have it early and often from San Antonio. And listen, I say this, you're right in wanting to have it closer to the basket. With all that said, more touches are better for Wemby no matter where they are, as opposed to less touches.
Right. I know you loved Hart's game. Could you make the case 150-1 he could somehow win the MVP, series MVP, if he can keep filling up the stat sheet like this? I need a couple more threes and points, but I know you loved his game. They were plus 22 in game 1 when he was on the floor.
I tweeted it out, guys. It was the best three-point game you saw a player play in the history of the NBA. And I felt kind of vindicated on that statement, too, when I heard Stan Van Gundy say it earlier this week on Zach Lowe's podcast, because you won't see a guy play better. With all that said, it's going to be tough to find a path where Josh Hart could be MVP of this series. But let me ask you this question. What's the odds on Towns being the MVP?
12-1, I think, last check.
Yeah, that's it. That, to me, there's some value there. And don't get me wrong, Brunson has been fantastic, and Brunson will continue to be fantastic. But San Antonio's entire game plan tonight is going to be how to not allow the Knicks to extricate Wembanyama from Brunson. And they were able to do that in the fourth quarter because Towns was so effective off the dribble, and San Antonio had to commit to Towns guarding Wemby. Now, one of the things I would do defensively if I was San Antonio, Wemby was right up on Karl Towns at the three-point line. He was 0 of 2 from 3 in the game. Hit 2-3 steps off him. Make Towns hit 2 threes before you're going to step out on him and do that. Because it does two things. Number one, you're challenging Towns to shoot the three well, and Towns killed them off the dribble. You know, he had a couple of great drives to the basket and got to the foul line a little bit. So and scored there. The other thing you do is if Wemby's 2 steps off him in the paint, he's that much closer to helping on other guys that come into the mid range, and that's the other part of this. So listen, it's going to be vital how they defend Towns here because Wemby was not able to be the help force in the fourth quarter that San Antonio counts on him being. And Brunson he'll sniff weakness and feast on it. And we saw 13 points, no turnovers in the fourth quarter. After not having a great first 3 quarters of the game, Jalen Brunson showed you why he is one of the best clutch players in the NBA.
No doubt. Brian, so how strong are you on the Spurs or confident that they're going to take like 43s again? And if they do, are they going to hit 15, 16 of them? Or is it going to be a game where they hit like 10 of 11 and they're going to lose because of that?
I can't imagine in their home building they're going to shoot 11 of 43 from 3 again, guys. I think the shooting is going to have to be better. Now, some of it is going to have to be increasing the quality of the threes. There's too many quick threes with the Spurs. The Spurs their best threes for the Spurs to shoot are ones either that are inside out in the half court or truly open, getting out and running transition threes. They didn't get a lot of transition threes in that game, and the Knicks' transition defense was excellent, but they have to continue to push that issue. The other thing that I found interesting is that the Knicks were very comfortable letting Fox and Castle and Vassell shoot open threes. The Knicks are going to do that again. They're going to run out on Harper. They're certainly going to run out on Champagnie. But they're going to let those 3 guys shoot open threes. So this may come down to just this in terms of it being simple because they will drop a little help to Wemby, especially if he's playing more on the perimeter and is off the bounce. You saw there was a big turnover late on a steal by Josh Hart with Wemby off the dribble. Like the Knicks will pounce on that stuff, but the antidote for the Spurs on that stuff is to find shooters open from 3. But again, those shooters open from 3 are only as good as making the shots. So again, Fox, Castle, and Vassell are very, very important. They're going to get open looks. They got to knock them down in their own building. And by the way, I think they will tonight because I do think you think about a team shooting the ball. It's tough to find a team as good as San Antonio that's going to shoot that bad 2 games in a row in their own building.
What can you compare Game 3 to? $9,000 get-in price, trying to win the finals the first time since '73 in a city that's starving for a championship. Where can you put that all-time on what that atmosphere and environment's going to be Monday?
Nothing. And don't forget, okay, you have the President of the United States sitting courtside.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's all of those things combined. I think it's the kind of sporting event, Game 3 at Madison Square Garden. It's in terms of price, being in that building, energy, what it means to that city. I'm not sure we've seen something like that maybe ever. It's a very, very interesting environment in New York right now, guys. And it's akin to 1994. Because, listen, 1994, you had the Knicks in the NBA Finals and the Rangers in the Stanley Cup Finals at the same time. Like every other night at the Garden was a huge game. Here, you have the Knicks in the NBA Finals, and you have the World Cup bearing down on this area, on the New York metropolitan area. And there's a ton of buzz here around that. Plus, here's the thing about New York, guys. Understand, as big as the Giants can be, as big as the Rangers can be, as huge as the Yankees can be, when the Knicks are great, there's nothing like it. I heard somebody say this today. I forgot who said it, but I thought it was so smart. New York is the highest real estate per capita, maybe in the world, certainly in this country. Okay. You still have every 2 or 3 blocks, you have an outdoor basketball court. Why are those not being torn down and big, expensive buildings being built on them? Because it's in the fabric of the culture of the city, and no one wants to do it because everybody loves basketball in New York like they don't love it anywhere else. And that's what you have here. This Knicks team, the buzz surrounding it is absolutely enormous. What you're going to see in Game 3, I'm not sure we've ever seen anything like it in modern era sports.
Well, I don't disagree. I really don't.
Great answer.
In like 30 seconds here, official prediction for tonight then. What do you think?
I think San Antonio is going to win pulling away by double digits. And I hate to say that because the Knicks have been on fire, but I do think San Antonio is going to shoot the ball better, and I think that's going to be enough. Listen, the Knicks didn't shoot it great either. They just had a fantastic fourth quarter, but I do think the Knicks it's been some of this energy is going to seep out of the Knicks a little bit before they come home. And I do think as great as the Knicks have been, that coming back 1-1 is okay with them. It gives them still a good chance to win the series. And I do think you see a little bit of a mental lapse from the Knicks tonight and a whole lot of urgency. This is very, very close to a Game 7. The Knicks have been playing so well. If the Spurs fall down 2-0, there's no way they win this series. It's a must-win, guys.
Agreed. Follow him on X at BGeltzNBA. You're the best, man. That was dynamite. Thank you. Enjoy the game.
Always my pleasure, boys. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.
Host on Sirius XM NBA Radio, Brian Geltzeiler. This is a circus going on in baseball right now at Wrigley Field. Wait till you hear what they've done. Counsell, his days are numbered, I think, and more on the game tonight with player props as well coming up here on VSiN.
Let me get your attention real quick, podcast listeners. I've got something for you that almost feels too good to be true. First, credit where credit's due. If you're listening to this podcast, you're already leveling up your betting game. You're riding along with our best bets and top angles. And when there's a good game on, you're getting involved with a few props and alt markets as well. There's one more layer if you really want to step things up, and that's VSiN Pro. I've mentioned it before, but things are only getting better for our pro subscribers. We just rolled out our MLB prop projections, breaking down some of the best edges across strikeouts, hits, home runs, and more. And that's on top of everything else pro subscribers already get, including public betting splits, expert picks, and betting guides across the sports calendar. If you haven't tried it yet, stop sleeping on it. You can get your first month just $9.99 or save big with promo code POD26 on the annual subscription. Hit the link in the description and start cashing in with VSiN Pro. All right, back to the show.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Numbers and props coming up here. Game 2 NBA Finals momentarily. A game just finished in baseball at Wrigley Field. The Giants beat the Cubs 18-3 today. 18-3. The San Francisco Giants smoked 7 home runs, the most they've ever hit in a game at Wrigley Field. And Craig Counsell brought in a position player to pitch. That was Chad Kelly, the catcher, who allowed 2 home runs. 3 players on the Giants had 2 home runs today. Casey Schmidt, the leadoff batter, Willie Adames, and also Matt Chapman. There was a player, they just called him up. He is one of their better prospects, Jonah Cox. He pinch hit in the game for a guy who already had 2 at-bats. He went 3 for 3 with a home run in the game. Craig Counsell's days are numbered. Calling it right now.
And they're lucky they won yesterday.
Very lucky.
Could have been another, yeah. That was 7-1 in the 7th. They had no business winning that game. I'm going to use the Matt Youmans here tonight. I think you're going to get a better number in play, rest assured. And I think the first quarter's key. Again, you're talking about the top 2 teams in the playoffs in the first quarter, but all the numbers with the Spurs coming off a loss and how Wemby has played off a loss. But it's like you're going to hate yourself, though, if the Knicks win the game. And you don't – it's like Brian said, they've 12 in a row and 11 by double digits, and here it's 6.5 and probably going to 7. Or it's, okay, I know what's happened in the last 30, 40 years watching the NBA and watching sports, but this might be the best run of all time, and they just close out maybe 15 in a row. And this, it could be over if they win tonight. It's just they've been that good. And everything we've been running down for days, they're number one in all these categories. So it's one thing to win all these games and sweep and blow, but to blow them out and the average margin 23 a game. And why you loved them and wanted to add even more was didn't even play well in game one.
Yeah.
And your star player was hurt not once but twice, and you still win. I know San Antonio led late, but you still win by 10 and made all the plays down the stretch.
No, my money is all on the Knicks, several different ways. I want to add more. I'll see if I do that before game time or not. I will say, just as sports fans, don't we want the Spurs to win this game tonight? Don't we want this series to go 6 or 7 games?
What's the comp to Monday night? Red Sox, Cubs, World Series
I'd
when
say-
they had to try to end the drought?
Yeah, I'd say the Red Sox in 04. I mean, especially after they blew the 03 series. You know, I think the Red Sox, the top of my head, I think the Red Sox had close to 3.5 million fans show up for the parade. I think that's
Cubs
an
got a
all-time record.
Cubs got a crazy turnout, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe the comp is if the Maple Leafs can ever make the Stanley Cup
Well.
Finals. But this is just going to be, he's right. And Trump might go to multiple games, he said.
Is he going to go 3 and 4, or would it be
He
like?
said he might go to more, might go to 4 too. But that's what security's going to be like, how long it'll take. That's going to be a madhouse outside the Garden, getting in and out, just what Monday's going to look like, especially if they're up 2-0.
I've actually, believe it or not, I've been to a live sporting event when President Trump was in attendance, and it was his first term. He was at one of the Army-Navy games I went to. Now, my flight actually left on Saturday night, so I was getting out of there like as that whole thing was taking place. He's coming in along with who knows how many ever people surrounding him. So I didn't really have to deal with like what that was like, but I'm actually kind of glad that my flight left like during the game because I didn't want to, I changed my mind, City. I don't know if I could handle it.
Yeah.
At my age, at your age,
Yeah.
Paul, I don't know. And by the way, like we don't go out on New Year's Eve here in Las Vegas. I don't know what I was thinking when I said that the other day. I just thought because we're not, like you said, we're never. What is the comp? I don't think there is one.
I
And
can't believe Bovey. Not number one, 60 degrees when he sleeps. But the other thing is he's like embracing it. He's like, I don't want to go near Times Square. Too much crime and too much gold. But he's going to embrace this.
He's going to go to it?
It's like, yeah, but there's going to be people out just to cause a ruckus.
Sure.
And you know, to get after it and what that could be like if they win it or game 3, game 4 entirely, what it's going to be like.
No, let me tell you this real quick.
Yeah.
It did not cash in game 1, but this is from Steve Mackin and VSiN.com. Big home favorites in the NBA Finals since the beginning of 2013. So when you're 4.5 points or more, 29-8 straight up, 24-11-2 ATS. That did not cash in game 1. But here you go now. The market putting this number at 6.5 based on the zigzag. Here it is. And it's a massive number.
Yeah, and if the Knicks get off to an early lead here, or it looks like they're going to win the game, I still want to go back to what the GMs and scouts around the league said before the series started. Shocked, stunned at the series price. They're not into this sports betting thing, but when they were told the $1.90, $2 series price, some thought the Knicks should have been favored or at worst pick them. They couldn't believe it.
And you thought that was a good thing for the Knicks.
did.
I thought the exact opposite.
I did, yes. It reminded me of Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl a couple years ago when all the coaches that you talked to around the league thought Eagles were going to blow them out.
Yeah.
Kansas City didn't have a chance, and they're right. But the Evan Abrams thing from the other day as well. When you're $2 series favorite or higher, you're 29-3 going back to 1990. So the 04 Pistons, the 2016 Cavs, and the 2019 Raptors. Not to mention we've been here before where the dog wins game 1 on the road. They haven't won the series since the 04 Pistons as well. So still have a lot of work to be done, even though this is a historic run and kicking ass and taking names. But a lot of this, too, is obviously don't know what these teams are going to shoot from 3, and I don't know what they're going to do from a lineup standpoint.
Yeah, almost every NBA game now boils down to that. Because the Spurs, rest assured, they're going to take 35-plus threes in this game tonight.
Are you going to have the stones to run Harper out there as much as you can and limit Fox, especially if he struggles again? Which, boy, oh boy, you might be on the block. 4 for 228. I don't even need the guy.
That's a big contract, man.
People calling for more Carter Bryant minutes.
I
Maybe
think
he sees more minutes, right?
We might see him on Brunson specifically
Right?
tonight.
And I know Brian tweeted about it as well. We didn't have time to get to it. Horrible numbers for Shamet in game 1 when he was on the floor. So maybe this isn't a good series or good fit for him, how that went. And you have to love.
You want Alvarado?
Yes, I do. But as much hard as possible, though, as well.
Yeah.
To think he was plus 22 and in foul trouble. And he still had the 15 rebounds, 6 assists, and 4 steals. So what he's saying more Cat, and is 12-1 the best you can do?
I'm looking right now at an odd screen. The best number I can see is 12.
Yeah.
You thought there was 18 out there?
I thought I saw an 18.
He was 22 before the series started.
The price on Hart to lead the series in rebounds has gone too far down. He still should be a bigger price.
Actually, there might be value now on Wemby to win it.
That's right. Yeah.
Like you thought there was value on him before the game. And
because I still think it's rest assured we live and breathe that Towns will be in foul trouble.
I think so too.
And it might be tonight.
But
can he play like that? Will they continue to put him on Wembanyama? Because at some point you got the OG card in your back pocket. You can play and throw more Robinson at him too.
We both have Champagny to lead in threes. Feeling decent about that right now. Not great. A lot of basketball left. Decent. How are you feeling about Fox most assists for the series? I can't feel too hot about that. Although he did, I will say this, and the numbers bear it out, like his teammates missed a lot of open shots that he would have had assists as a result of. And he didn't. That does not go in the stat line, obviously, on those misses. So
I would rather have Towns than Brunson MVP. I think Brunson, he wasn't efficient at all. But
not at all.
I know people love the story, and he's such a mentally tough and a gamer, and the 2 injuries. But he really struggled with his shot until the last fourth quarter.
Yeah, honestly, if it plays out, if the Knicks win the series and Brunson has like similar numbers to Game 1, and Cat does what he did in Game 1 throughout, Cat has to be the MVP. Has to be. I thought that he sent the message to Wemby immediately in that game.
Did you see the tweets making the round about Towns with the Minnesota angle?
Oh, when they get traded?
Garnett leaves, wins a title. Kevin Love leaves, wins a title. Wiggins leaves, wins a title. Cat traded.
Hey,
wins a title? Question mark.
Tip of the cap. I hated the trade for both teams. I hated it. Both teams. I did not. Yep. But he's also turned into a much better player in New York than he was with Minnesota. And I also have to tip my cap to him for recognizing, hey, maybe I have to go to Mike Brown and say, the offense, let it run through me. Right. I got something here.
Got to come back with his assists. It's 3.5 at Will Hill and Caesars. I mean, he had 4 early in the third quarter and finished with 4, but I think you got to keep riding that.
Are you going to? Here's the thing: if you don't take the 6.5 tonight and they cover or they win, aren't you going to hate yourself?
Absolutely. And then we're really talking history here.
Oh, best of all time.
Well, how about that? Yeah, move over Jordan Bulls. The menu at Poly Market's incredible. It's a game changer. And you can trade in and out like you're trading a stock. They're a prediction market, not a sports book. You're trading with other fans, not against the house. The Knicks are 37% to win tonight, buying at 37%. They go on a run in the first quarter. Odds shoot up to 54%. Can cash out for a massive return. Try doing that in a sports book where they lock cash outs or take a huge penalty fee. Poly Market is so confident you'll never go back. They're giving you $50 to trade tonight's game for free. Use code BUZZ. Code BUZZ for $50 free. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Check local regulations before trading. Restrictions and eligibility requirements apply.
Let's follow the money here on VSiN, the Sports Betting Network. Also, last night, Game 2 Stanley Cup Final. Craziness ensued yet again. We're tied at 1. Jonathan Davis from here at VSiN is in studio. Coming up, he's going to Game 3. What does he make of the series price and the Game 3 numbers? We'll ask him next.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Thanks for checking in. Busy Friday here. Stanley Cup Final last night. NBA Finals tonight. We're going to get Game 3 in Vegas between the Golden Knights and the Carolina Hurricanes. And it has been a doozy through 2 games. Jonathan Davis, VSiN's NHL senior betting analyst, joins the program now. He's in studio. He's in town, obviously, going to the game tomorrow night. What did you make of the controversy last night?
I thought it was handled terribly. I mean, one, like I understand the idea that it was called goalie interference. Like I get that, but I don't know how the referee didn't blow the whistle because how did he see it? Like you would think that, you lose sight of the puck, you blow the whistle.
Yes.
And if you do that, Then there's no challenge, and it goes. The league then reviews to see once the puck goes in, was it a continuation play of a shot? But to rule it goalie interference because he interfered with the glove of Freddie Anderson. I mean, I slowed down the video. I watched that. He gets the puck.
Yeah, the poke.
He pokes the puck and it goes in. Like, the replay's there. What are we doing?
But look at the picture, though, too. After this is friendly fire as well. It's Carolina guys running into Freddie.
It had nothing to do with it.
But I go back. It's been 8-9 years of this. You have no idea what's goalie interference. And I'm glad Messier was so fired up as well with the, what's his name, Dave Jackson, whatever the rules guy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah, he was going to, if he had hair, he'd pull it out.
Yeah, absolutely.
He was furious.
So you have to challenge that.
Oh, when Torts said after the game, I'd do a 10 out of 10. I mean, you watched him on the bench. He said, that's a goal.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but you have to be 100%.
He was.
To challenge.
He was.
I was 100%. When
You
I
were 100%.
100%. Wasn't he? And for anyone to say that's Jim Hiller 2.0, you're out of your mind. It wasn't even, not even close. Now, and you could also say, look,
Kings last year, yeah.
you know, their penalty kill was so good. Carolina's power play had been so bad up to that point.
Yeah.
Right. Good
You've
point.
got a chance to go up
Good point.
2-0 in the series. I get it, but it should have counted. Like, you can't say that he was covering the puck. He never had it. He pulled it into his body. Bad call.
Yeah, there's also too much of this too. The business, and you saw it on the third Carolina goal. And I know Nick Alberga mentioned it on Money Moves. You can't have a possible clincher, Stanley Cup final game winner, and then you look at challenge, situation room, offsides. Here we go. Hold the phone. You can't do this. It's becoming like soccer.
But would you be good if a goal counted that shouldn't have? That won the Stanley Cup.
Okay, fair. Good comeback.
Yeah, but it's commonplace though. My comparison was like even like the end of these NBA games a lot of times. Like every single time we have to go to the monitor again. Not all games, but I mean sometimes they take on a life on their own, and you're like, I can't take it.
I think a lot of fans would take the trade-off and go back, don't you?
I think so too. Yeah, I really do.
I'll live with two missed
Yes.
calls
Yep.
as opposed to the extra delay that goes on for half an hour.
It's the unintended consequences, really, of the whole offside. That's what happened when years ago Matt Duchene was 20 feet offside. Somehow they missed it, and now it's gotten out of hand. Offside to me is the one that's worse because you're talking about a millimeter that you're offside, and that's really not impacting the goal.
Who has been the better team in the series through two games?
Vegas.
No
question.
hesitation.
No, since they were better after 2-1 down when they were down 2-1 when they scored that goal. From that point on, better team. For 50 minutes last night, the better team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you anticipate them bouncing back, winning Game 3 / winning the series?
Yes, I do. I mean, they've also won. The oddity, you had Carolina's won all these Game 2s in overtime. Vegas has won 7 consecutive odd-numbered games in the playoffs.
Okay, yeah, right.
How about the 6-0 in overtime stat?
Well,
That's crazy.
Yeah, and look, it's not Montreal. The Canadians in '93 won 11.
Oh, wow.
Vegas was 3-0.
They won 11. They were 11-0 in overtime games. You're kidding me.
Yeah, they won. Yeah, I don't think they lost in overtime. I know they won 11 games that year in overtime.
Oh, wow.
Wow. Okay.
Good to have Patrick Waugh.
I took a donkey kick to the stomach last night on the under.
Yeah.
So when you look at the box score, 4-3 that game, 5-4 game 1. I want to come back. Paulie wants to come back with under in Game 3. What do you think about that?
Yeah, at your own peril. And look, the only total that I will play is Vegas team total over 2.5. It's 8 straight games that Freddie Anderson's given up at least 3 goals to the Golden Knights.
Well, Paulie told you the other day it means nothing.
Yeah.
You guys battled about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's his fault. 2 breakaways. How do you feel about the Howden? How about that now?
Howden, unbelievable.
You have Conn Smythe.
150-1 and 20-1 for most goals in the series.
Oh,
Now, I will say, by the way, to your point about Freddie, best game that he's played probably in about 4 years, especially in the playoffs.
When did you bet Howden 150 for the Conn Smythe?
Round 3. So East Conference Final.
He got the 2-1,
Yeah.
Jonathan, as the game was live last
I
night.
know.
2-0, 10 minutes left. Vicious.
Yeah.
How about McNabb? Tortorella didn't have an update. Well, how does this change things if he's took the puck to the face?
Well, now Dave Gosher, it was reported that Dave Gosher, the Golden Knights broadcaster, said that that McNabb was back in the building at some point in the third period. Encouraging. He flew home with the team.
He's a hockey player. He'll probably be out there and skate for 18 minutes.
Duncan Keith lost 8 teeth in a game and came back in that same game. I mean, look, McNabb's gone through a lot. I mean, that was nasty.
Oh, how do you take a puck to the face?
Yeah,
Oh,
you would think that maybe the visor would have absorbed some of it, but it didn't. I don't think it.
I can't even. Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus, man.
It's a big lot. I mean, if he doesn't play Game 4, but they've had Caden Korzak as the guy that's
Okay.
gone out. So.
Let's go back to what we talked about the last. What's going on with the first line? Where's Aho? Where are these guys? Svechnikov? He has
Svechnikov.
one shot on goal in the series.
Aho was at his best last night. Jarvis, scores the big goal.
Yeah.
But he's got 4 goals in the playoffs. They're all at home. And Svechnikov's been on a milk carton. Yeah. I mean, now, Vegas last night, hey, Eichel, 0 shots. Dorofeyev, 0 shots. Barbashev, 1. The Jordan Stahl line for Carolina did a great job in Game 2.
Also, people calling Rasmussen.
Rasmus Anderson?
Yes. I'm sorry. Anderson, the worst player by a mile for the Golden Knights so far.
It's not the best series for him, just matchup wise. But I wouldn't call him the worst. I mean,
So far, the Whites played in 2 games.
I mean, I don't think I'm not looking at him going, "Oh, that was his fault."
What'd you make of Carter Hart last night then?
He was good, but he wasn't. I mean, nothing spectacular. I mean, here's the thing: for me, more times than not, if we get these high-scoring games, it favors Vegas because I think that they can outscore any mistake that Carter Hart makes. Now, I will say though, if Anderson plays like he did last night, like that, I'm not a big fan, but you can't discount what he did last night.
I don't see them going over and peppering him to go over the saves prop now. They're going to put 28, 29, 30 shots on him now?
Who, Carolina?
Yeah.
No,
I think it's flipped, yeah.
Yeah, I think
he's 27 and a half tomorrow.
I mean, Vegas has done a really good job of shots, at blocking shots, and suppressing shots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it plays out like that's not just for a 1-game thing then, right? That's probably the way the series is going to go.
I mean, the last couple of games, even with Carter Hart, it's taken like that final second to cash that shot prop. So be careful. Be careful if you're looking at that. Like I said, I mean, the first period over, I know it didn't cash last game. It's been really strong.
Yeah.
Goal first 10's been really strong. But for me, my best bet will, again, Vegas team total over 2.5.
Okay.
We get a good price on it.
I will say this now for those people who had a plan of betting overtime in every game.
Yeah.
Well, you're a pretty decent winner already. I would, if you were playing that so far in the first 2 games, I think you keep playing it. I can see this where these games moving forward are all going to be pretty razor thin.
Yeah. And Brett Howden. I mean, how can we, again, he was plus 390 last night for 1 goal.
You had him?
Yeah.
Yeah, I gave that out, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I
gotta keep riding it.
What is he tomorrow night?
I haven't looked yet.
Do you think he's still going to be over 3-1?
I mean, if he
Why
is,
not? Yeah.
if he, it wouldn't. I would hope. I would think not. But if he is, I mean, what are we doing here? Like that's just too good a gift to take.
How about now with overtime and the travel and the short turnaround?
Yeah, it's tough. It's going to be tough.
I think that's the case for the under too.
Yeah, but it also could be sloppy play.
Okay.
I mean, we could get that. So again, under at your own peril. I mean, last night was a kick in the shorts for the under.
That was brutal.
Yeah.
It's a way of life. That's
Wait,
part of sports betting.
That's a moose, though. You can't lose that.
No, I mean, it's
2-0. 2-0 with 10 minutes.
I know.
That's awful.
I'm seeing plus 270, by the way, for a goal.
Yeah, I'd still take it. I mean,
270.
I mean, it's not as nice as 390 was, but
No.
but I'm still 270. You're almost getting 3-1.
He's been a machine.
Yeah, he's got more goals in the playoffs than he did in the regular season. 13 playoff goals, 12 and 58 regular season games.
Still betting the NBA Finals at a sports book, Polymarket, a prediction market where you trade against other fans, not the house. Download Polymarket now. Use promo code BUZZ for $50 free on your first trade. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Restrictions apply, and you will love the menu and the options and everything up there. Get it now. Get your $50. Code BUZZ at Polymarket. Game 2 coming up. Good luck.
God, the Golden Knights were on the precipice.
It was
knocking on the door. Coming back for a game 3 at home. The place is going to be on fire anyway, but that is a man, oh man, what a game changer.
31-0-3 when they were leading after 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, but you had the stuff in the first game. But now 1 in 55.
Yes.
What teams in game 1 or something trailing by 2?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Correct. It was
Good to see you.
Thank you, too.
You can read Jonathan's daily write-ups on the Stanley Cup Final at vsin.com. We'll get to our best bets with in-pocket plays coming up next.
was on coke, if his girlfriend was knocked up.
These games are a burial, a blowout, a human lock. You can bet your children's unborn children on these games.
I was so good that whenever I bet, I could change the odds for every bookmaker in the country.
After a winner on the Braves, came back with him. Sale was so good at home. He didn't have it early and didn't get much run support. Misleading score, but I think Jace had 17, 16 hits in that game.
Did they really?
Something like that.
Well, again,
and then there was 3-2 in the ninth and then pulled away, so no good with the Braves. And then would any Stanley Cup final game go to overtime? No, 4-1.
Oh, you went the other way. I
I
forgot
went the other way.
Okay.
It was ridiculous. That's just, I wasn't going to say it was over, but the fat lady was warming up. I mean, you're 91% all time Stanley Cup final when you're up 2-0, and it would have been on the road. The road team was going to take the first two.
Yeah.
Not to mention how that swung Conn Smythe. If Hart could have had the shutout.
Well, that's another angle to
it's
it as well.
2-0
Yeah.
with 9 minutes left, and it's.
Well, I mean,
you
how
lose, it goes over everything.
He was going to come from the clouds and steal the thing last night.
Yes, right. That's a fascinating market now, especially if this continues to be high scoring. Champagny, most threes in the finals, plus 270. Wembanyama, a lead in rebounds, minus 140. Brunson, 20-plus points in every game, plus 240. It's still available. Cut in half now. That's Caesars and Will Hill if you want to jump in. I went with OG, 40-1 finals MVP. I'd rather have the Cat ticket. That looks great. You can still jump on that, 12-14-1. Cat to win finals MVP. Spurs in 6-1. To the new. Going to keep riding the Dallas Wings. WNBA on the money line against the Sparks. Kelsey Plum, the star, is back for LA. Leads the league in points. I think she might be rusty, but also the Wings have won 6 of 7. Excuse me, they've won 5 of 6, and they've scored 90-plus points in 4 of them. Hart under points tonight, 11.5. Towns over assists again, 3.5 at Will Hill Caesars. Alt under tomorrow, 6.5, minus 160 in Game 3. I think we'll see more of what transpired in the first 2.5 periods of Game 2. Hart under 27.5 saves. Svechnikov under 2.5 shots on goal for Carolina. 1 in the series so far. Still got to be feeling good. There's somehow 1-1 though, but they have to play better. John's right. Fun weekend.
Oh, man.
Fun time. You're right. World Cup next week as well.
Good luck, Paulie. Under 6 last night.
Moose.
Hurricanes and the Golden Knights.
Sick.
I said this to begin the show. About 16 minutes to go in the game. It's 2-0. Like nothing's happening. And I told myself, man, maybe it'd be a good time right now to go for middle. And then I literally had the conversation in my head and I said, nah, if they score 4 more times, I tip my cap to them. So be it. It is what it is, Paulie.
Yeah.
And that's what happened. Incredible. So it was 2-2. Once I got to 2-2, I'm like, that's dead. See you later. But it's crazy how many times Carolina can go bada bing, bada boom. One right after another.
Finally found the power play.
Yep. I have Stankoven most shots on goal, 16-1. I'm with you as well. Would you like some Champagny? Most threes, plus 275 in the series.
Yeah.
Fitzpatrick, this has been a tough golf course this week at Muirfield. He's not going to win. Can he go top 10? I need a day tomorrow. He's plus 180. Knicks to win the NBA title, 2 units, minus 125. Oh, tonight is so huge. It's so gigantic because I want to keep adding more. But I'm kind of happy with myself about the willpower, resisting to do it, thinking the Spurs are going to win and get a better number after the game's over with. All right, Sparks team total over 89.5, parlayed with the Wings team total over 89.5 plus 205. The total is almost 180. Again, this could be 91.89. It's a loser. It could be 175, whatever, and go over the total. But I'm taking my chance here at over 2-1 for both teams to score in the 90s tonight. I'm also on the game over 178.5 as a result of this high total.
This one's going to be fun.
I think it is. Yep. I'm on Plum over 5.5 assists plus 110. Kazarian loves that bet. When I talked to him earlier today,
I might get on Atkins points over. More I think about it. Because she lost the last game, but she took a ton of shots. She couldn't make anything. But I would think if Plum would try to get her involved early. So
I'm also playing the Beckers prop as well with the assists plus 119 there over 5.5. Plum's numbers, by the way, before she got hurt, scoring and assists. I mean, she was tremendous.
Yeah.
A couple of players to win the American League MVP. I ran this down earlier in the show, around 5:15 Eastern, second hour of the show. If you want to go back and listen to the Follow the Money podcast, it'll be there for you. Jose Ramirez, 40-1, American League MVP. Shea Langoliers for the A's, 33-1, about 0.6 units on both those guys. Tonight, in Major League Baseball, Michael King over 5.5 Ks, around even money. I laid 2 cents with it. Opposing pitchers are 13-5 over against the Mets last 18 games. But more importantly, Michael King, now his K numbers are down at home. It's still like just shy of 10 Ks per 9 at Petco. If you go back to last year, it was higher than 11. 2 years ago, it was 12.5. But also one of the reasons why I bet it is because one of the sharper offshore books in the world had minus 125 when I bet it. So let's go Michael King. And I made it official. I'm on the Kings tonight, or I'm sorry, the Knicks in the game plus 6.5 minus 105.
Wow.
The number.
Look at you. More action than a John Wick movie. See the last one, Ballerina? With the gal.
Was it good?
Very, yeah. Ton of action. Loved it.
Oh, there was a ton of action in a John Wick movie.
Yeah. Well, that's why I bring up. I just ordered In the Gray, and I love Guy Ritchie. Not a lot of action. I was stunned. It's worth your time, but I was disappointed.
Okay.
Because I love Guy Ritchie.
That's an intriguing review. Guy Ritchie's the man.
I know. This one fell a little short, though. Good cast, but starts off with a bang. Friends and Neighbors finale. 2 thumbs up.
That was last night?
Very good.
To season 2.
Yes.
Are they going to have a season 3?
Yes,
Okay.
and you nailed it. Javier Bardem is a villain. Cape Fear. Oh,
Hold on. Is it out already?
it's out. First 2 episodes dropped.
You're kidding.
It's out. Phenomenal.
Now I have
Phenomenal.
homework this weekend. That guy,
He can act.
oh, he's so good.
Great villain.
I love that they made it a TV show and not another, like a movie, a remake of the movie.
Yeah, I think it's 10 episodes.
They can really draw
Amy
this out.
Adams, good cast. Great
Well,
start.
my concern was Amy Adams.
What's the problem?
Just a little too much of her.
Too much?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah? All right. Long, short? Which one? All right. Still betting the NBA Finals at a book. Polymarket, a prediction market where you trade against other fans, not the house. Download Polymarket now. Use code BUZZ. Get ready for Game 2 tonight. Code BUZZ, $50 on them. $50 free on your first trade. Trading not available in all jurisdictions. Restrictions apply. Get there, check it out. You'll love it. And the menu, the creativity, the traders, dynamite with everything that's up there at Polymarket. We walked into something here yesterday. It was incredible. What do you set your AC temp at home in the summer? This is good. Up to 240,000 views just on that simple tweet. What is this AC temp at home business? I put a cold, wet washcloth on the back of my neck and call it a day. From Juicy Jacks. Another guy, he says his wife studied it. The appropriate temp is 68, 69.
I'm sure it is.
Most people are saying it's 68 between 72.
That sounds about right. I mean, you're probably not supposed to be sleeping in 78, 80, 82 degree temperatures. That's probably bad long term.
What's this? Laura, humidity management more important than the temp. Other people that have studied it. It won't stop. It's nuts what we stumbled into here.
I will say that Las Vegas is a horrible city to sleep in. I say that because it's 110 now, and you do have to have the air conditioning running the entire time.
Right. It's still 100 degrees at 10 at night.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Gotta have it, yeah.
Yep.
Another guy chiming, maybe the earplugs. They don't hear the AC. Put the earplugs in.
Okay.
Help that out.
I can't do a mask. I've tried a mask. I can't sleep with a mask on my face.
Doesn't work?
Does not work. I hate it when I sleep on my side. And
okay. I don't have a problem with it.
Also, like I need a guy who knows a guy about the earplugs. I need a good set of earplugs that don't fall out when I'm sleeping. Because I would sleep with them in, but they always fall out. And it wakes me up. Okay, you're waiting in play tonight for what? If the Knicks get out to a big lead, you're going to bounce on the Spurs?
I'm waiting for anything. Anything's possible.
Yeah, I know it is.
What if the Knicks come out and play with that crazy tempo again and that pace? You never know. I mean, again, the guy, Wemby, was had his hands on his knees 3 minutes into the game.
Yeah.
So while certainly Mahoney didn't like it and Kenny Smith said it was a bad move, maybe they just come out first 6 minutes and it's crazy pace again. And they do that. But whether it's the total or side, yeah, it's the human special tonight. This could be 13-2 right out of the gates, anybody. But I love the first basket and method and open. I mean, again, Wembanyama minus 1,000 when the opening tip after he lost game one. And then Brunson cashes 35-1 as he hits a three to start.
Belmont Stakes, NBA Final Stanley Cup, VSiN Primetime. Humans, Will Hill up next, Dwayne Colucci, Chris Felica break it all down tonight. Tomorrow morning, Tim Murray gets your weekend started. VSiN Weekend, morning line, 9 a.m. Eastern. Then at noon, Matt Brown, Mike Somich have you set for the day's action. Ready, set, bet. All right here on VSiN. Crush it this weekend. We'll see you.